Another great feature that we'll cover today is the customer intake forms, which are the damage forms as well as upsell forms. Great opportunity to upsell the customer is when you're doing the walk around before the appointment. You can go over any damage that you see visible on the car or the vehicle, and then you can also upsell them different things at the same time. We've tried to standardize this to keep it simple so that it applies to every detailer that's out there while not complicating or cluttering the process for you. So to start with, you have some settings, and I will show you where those are. If we go under Admin, Settings and Options, it's going to bring you to your settings page. Then if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see Customer Intake Forms. If we click Customer Intake Forms, you're going to see the add-ons pricing. This is where you can put in the pricing for your add-ons, and you can enable or disable the ones that you actually offer because maybe you don't offer, scratch repair. So you can disable that one, for example. You can disable tire shine or keep it. Maybe you include it with your package, maybe you don't. So it's set up so that it's got a bunch of standardized options like clay bar, aquapel, rain FX, chip fix, engine bay cleaning, so on and so forth. And the goal here should be to raise these to a very high number, not super high, not $300 for headlight restoration, for example, but higher than you would normally do. So in this case, when someone has an appointment, we usually give headlight restoration as an add-on for $40, so $20 per headlight. So in this case, we added it for $30 because it's headlight restoration left, headlight restoration right, so $30 each. The reason that you increase these prices higher than what you actually want to charge is so that on the intake form you can offer a discount, and that's a great way to upsell them so the customer feels like they're getting a super deal, and this way you can actually generate more upsells for your business. So this is how you can change those add-on pricings for your customer intake forms, and I'll show you now what the intake forms look like. If we go back over to the calendar, so if you click into calendar and guy shows up for his appointment or girl, and you click on one of the appointments. So we'll click on this day, for example, and let's just say that this appointment at 1 p.m. the detailing came in. This person's in for a clean and a tint on a 2004 Ford Freestar van. So we click on that appointment, and here's all the appointment details, the action buttons, confirm appointment, all the details for the appointment. And let's click this button, which is new intake form. So we click that, and it's going to bring us to the intake form. So customer intake for 2004 Ford Freestar. Now, us at our shop, we do this on a tablet, and this form is really designed to show up well on a tablet. So if you have a tablet, you can use that. It does work well on desktop as well. It doesn't work as well on mobile phones because the screen sizes are usually too small, and you're going to want to show this in a little bit bigger detail with the client. So it's better to put this on a tablet. At our shop, for example, we have a tablet. We do a walk around with the customer, makes us look super professional, and we get all the information we need. So in this case, you do a walk around and you can find out, is one of the seats damaged? You can mark off damaged seats. You can put chip or crack in the windshield, scratch or dent, so on and so forth, scratch or broken mirror, scratch or dent on this panel, things like that. And then you can put in notes. The notes are really important because that's where you can put in, chip or crack in the windshield. You can put, crack in windshield 5 inches long, for example, right? So you can put in some notes that really specify exactly what's going on, what you see here, but still keeps the process very fast because you don't want to spend a lot of time with the customer, and you don't want to make them feel scared either. From our experience, when you start doing a lot of things like taking pictures and stuff, pictures are great and pictures can help. However, you do want this process to be quick so the customer can get in and out and you're efficient. And you also want to just really make sure that the customer knows that you're aware that these things are there. You did the walkthrough with them, and they're going to feel a lot better knowing that, okay, you took the time to do this, so you're taking your job seriously. And at the same time that, they are aware that there was a scratch on the side, so I can't play any funny games or something like that, right? You can still take pictures with your phone and document it if you like as well. That way you've got them time-stamped and so on and so forth. But the goal here is keep this process quick and simple, because when you're focusing on negative things, it isn't really doing anything for your business in terms of encouraging the customer to spend more money. And when you're intaking them before they've had the feelings of happiness after seeing their vehicle, how well it's cleaned, it's best to grab them now with the the upsell side of things. So that's where the first part is the damage form. So you go through the damage form, go through it quickly, boom, 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 mark off anything that's like really noticeable, and then come down here to the add-on section. This is the meat and potatoes because you're running a business. You're trying to make money out of this venture. And so that's where you really want to focus more on things like add-ons. And so this is where you come down here and let's say we upsell this customer on headlight restoration for the left and right. So we add those two and you can see now selected add-ons. It tells us what add-ons we have and it tells us the total. Okay. This is where you can now put in the discount. The customer sees $60. And then you say, okay, what about engine bay cleaning? Okay, what about ceramic coating? You want to add that. What about Aquapel for your windshield? That crack that you had there, we can fix that too. Add that in. You have salt in your carpets. We can remove that. Oops, so salt removal. Oh, you want leather treatment? Great. Ooh, we notice some pet hair in the vehicle, so we can remove that. Oh, would you like us to do the little scratches on the side? We can buff that out, and it'll look like brand new. So this is where you start adding those options in. But now all of a sudden, if you look at the pricing here, we've just added $663 to an appointment that was $220. This can be overwhelming to a customer, but that's great news because you can turn to them and say, okay, listen, and see, as a business owner, you already know that you've inflated these prices. You can turn and say, hey, listen, I tell you what, if you get all this stuff done with us today, we want you to be happy and we want to make sure that you get all these things because you need them for your vehicle. But we also, we understand what it's like to save money and have things be affordable. So what I can do for you today is I can offer you a 40 I was going to say a 40% discount. I can offer you a 40% discount. And so let's say whatever that works out to. So we add in, like $360 or whatever it happens to be. So we add in our discount dollar-wise, what we want to give them, and we can say, look, I can get you all this done today. I'm going to save you $360, and I'm going to get it done for you for $303 on top of your appointment. So you're at like $523, and we're going to make your vehicle look brand spanking new. And look, you're getting $883 worth of value because the $663 plus your $220 for the appointment, but you're getting all of that for only $523. So if you act now, I can add this onto your appointment and, so on and so forth. And then they might have special requests in the notes. Maybe they're like, oh, the pet hair, only remove pet hair from interior, don't touch trunk. Maybe they don't want you to touch the trunk for some reason. So you can put in some notes there and then you can save this. The customer signs to agree to it. Okay, so the customer signs, save to job. The minute they save this, okay, I'm going to save it. Boom. So it's now been saved. Your changes have been saved. And so if I go back to the calendar, in the calendar now, it's going to actually show me, I'm going to have to go back to that date, but it's going to show me the customer intake form. And it's going to keep that on file. It's going to show all the options that they checked off. And it's going to include their upsells in the value of the vehicle as well. And so to show you what that looks like now, we're going to go back to that appointment. So we went back to January now. And from here, we're going to click on that date and we're going to go into the appointment that we were working with, which is this one here, the 1 p.m. detailing, the clean and tint for the 2004 Ford Freestar van. We're going to open that up. And now when we scroll down, we're going to see the updated total for the appointment. And then we're going to see damage notes, crack in windshield, 5 inches long, add-on notes, only remove pet hair from interior, don't touch the trunk, okay? And then we're also going to see the add-ons that were added to the appointment. So here's the add-ons that the customer added to their appointment. Now this is going to show the regular price. So when we talk to them and we say, well, listen, we did give you a deal. Remember, like here's the regular price. And this way the people working on the vehicle will know if maybe, let's say this was, the walkthrough was done with the booking manager, but then you have another employee that's doing the actual work. They're going to see like, okay, so they paid, the full price for these things. But then they can always click in to view the intake form. When you click that, it's going to open up a new tab and it's going to show you basically exactly what they checked off. Now these aren't options you can tweak anymore because this is saved. You can see it's an image if I drag it. And so it saves all this information to the appointment showing that these are things that they've checked off that they wanted to get done. So their add-on notes, don't touch the trunk. It shows the discount that they received as well. So you can pull this up at any time. And it also does email it to the customer, but you can pull this up anytime and show the customer, like, listen, this is, remember, we talked about this. This is what you were supposed to pay. I got you that amazing discount, $360 off. And look at the price now. I got it to you for $303 extra. Amazing deal. Let's wrap this up, right? So it saves everything there. It's your intake form. Everything's locked in and ready to go for the customer. So that's essentially how the intake forms work. They're terrific in terms of bringing in extra money for the company and then also marking off any damage. And overall, just doing a walkthrough with the customer helps create a professional feel for your business, a professional identity, and it's a good starting point to talk with the customer. They really do appreciate the attention that's given to them. And like I said, it's a great place to do the upsells. Absolutely terrific. At the end of the day, you're running a business. This is a business, and this will help you accelerate your revenue for sure. So once again, you can click on an appointment and then new intake form. If there hasn't been one created, you click that button and it'll walk you through the process of creating an intake form. If it's already been created, it's going to add any notes here, and then it's going to add the add-ons here, and it'll automatically update the price of the appointment as well.